What's good, everybody? This is Trox.
It's your boy Reese.
What up with your man? Hey, you know what, Reese? You hear this right here, brother? You hear this right here? That is the sound of Santa Claus, because it is Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen, and we got a very, very special Christmas episode for you all. Y'all know how we do it every year. We do a very unique culture centered around the Christmas season, and we bring y'all some stuff you didn't know that usually happens around the world around this time of the year. But this year, we got to kick the kids out. I'm giving you all a parental warning right now. This episode will be riddled with curse words for educational and cultural purposes, so please make sure none of your little ones are within earshot of today's episode. Also, if you yourself are a squeamish adult, I'm going to go ahead and give you this last opportunity to opt out, go listen to another episode, or share this one and have them break it down to you and find out what they didn't be knowing about Christmas around the globe. Because this one's going to deal with some gifts that Santa Claus wouldn't bring you. With some gifts that some beings might bring you. Some gifts that some X-Lax might bring you. We gonna be defecating all over this episode, so go ahead and just move on if you can't handle that, because this is literally episode 23 of the I Don't Be Knowing podcast. This is all about the Christmas shit, y'all.
Ooh. We ain't talking about your auntie's deviled eggs either.
No. Hey, we are not talking about none of that. But stick around to find out exactly what episode 23 of the I Don't Be Knowing podcast is all about. But as you do that, I also must remind you, make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are also on Instagram. If you follow us, I would say follow us on all three, but specifically on Instagram. That's where you're going to go to catch all the bonus content real time. I'm going to start uploading the bonus content to Facebook and YouTube as well. But also, you want to follow us on Instagram because we have some really good announcements, some very exciting news popping off within the next couple of weeks about something new we're going to do as a podcast that will involve you all as well. So stick around and find out where that is. And Reese, where can they find all this information real time?
Man, y'all can follow us at, you can find it at I Don't Be Knowing.
That's it. Name of the podcast. We kept it simple.
Just name of the podcast, but just type it in. If you don't be knowing what it is, just type it in. You don't be knowing, and you found us.
That's right. We don't want to confuse the shit out of you. That's what this episode's for.
The shit's that easy.
What other S-word puns can we come up with today?
Hey, we're going to figure it out.
Hey, it's going to be a lot of shit going on in this episode.
He ain't talking no shit, people.
Alright, y'all, but with that, one thing I'll go ahead and give you for free, and encourage you to go follow all our social media to stay updated with our podcast. We birthed it into this world. We held it under our little man teats. We fed it. We patted its head, rubbed its back, made it fart, shit, and burp. And today, Reese, our little bundle of joy has turned 1 year old. Is it 1 year or 1 years?
I think it's 1 year.
You think it's 1 year? 1 year old. It should be 1 year old. Yeah, I don't.
1 year old. Yeah.
I feel like I've heard both. I don't be knowing, but our baby's 1 year old, bruh. We made it, man. We made it.
Hey, we started this. We didn't know shit.
We didn't know shit from a pile of pudding. We just didn't know. And you all stuck around with us. You all helped us figure it out. We got some critiques online. We got some encouragement online. And you guys are just helping us figure it out. Thank you all for sticking around for 1 year. And trust me, it's going to get better. But make sure you follow us on social media to find out how we got some really cool stuff planned for you all and for the podcast as well.
And let us know if you've listened to every episode this year. I'd really want to know. Has anybody listened to every episode?
And if you haven't, I would like to know what was your favorite. And if you want to tell us which one was the most shittiest outside of this episode, let us know. We like to know that information as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, but Reese, let's go ahead and get into the today's topic as it is. All right, so again, this episode 23. This is the I Don't Be Knowing the Christmas shit. And what I'm doing today, Reese, I'm bringing you some of the most shittiest Christmas customs from around the world, my brother. Do you have any idea where we might be going?
I was about to say, I'm sure there's shittier customs around this world. We're talking about the Christmas ones. Just the Christmas ones, okay? I don't know, man. Like, I'm thinking, like, maybe the parents actually drank the milk. The kids are supposed to be out of here, so we can talk about it.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, maybe they drank the milk and it sat all night. You know what I'm saying? Got the little bubble guts. I don't know, but what you talking about, brother?
You don't ever want your insides to be beatboxing. That's just a warning sign. If you sound like
Christmas morning.
Oh man.
Hey, you sound like the little drummer boy.
Yo, honestly, before we start, have you ever had it so bad that it just sounds like the tribal drums off of Jumanji going off of your stomach?
Oh boy. You know it's real then.
The worst
jungle shit.
The worst is when your stomach starts giving you red flags while you're on a road trip. That's the worst.
Ooh.
Especially if you out in the boonies, bruh, you be looking for trees and prayers, man. It's a wrap after that.
Come out with a half a shirt.
Hey, something had to be sacrificed. It was gonna be me or you, and it wasn't me t-shirt. It just wasn't me.
No. And I like that shirt too.
All right, let's get out of the boonies and go to our first destination. For our first shitty Christmas tradition, we're going to travel to the beautiful Mediterranean seaside nation of Catalonia. Catalonia is in Spain, and they are famous for their 600 beautiful castles that have stood the test of time. The picturesque mountain ranges, the Romanesque art, medieval mountain monasteries, Roman ruins, and some of the bluest waters of all the world. What's not to love about Catalonia? Well, despite all of its beautiful and strong ancient customs and cultures, it literally has one of the shittiest, and I mean the shittiest, Christmas customs that I've ever come across. Let me ask you this, Reese, and I'm going to try to say it right. Y'all know I don't be knowing how to say stuff. But Reese, have you ever heard of a Kagane? Kagane. I think I said it right today.
Didn't we go to high school with a girl named Kagane?
Pretty close. No,
I have not, man, and I have no idea where that is. Which way is that going to go, brother?
All right, so let me bring it back just a little bit, and I think it's Kagane. Kagane? I don't be knowing. Somebody correct me. But let's take it a step back. You are familiar with the traditional nativity scene, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, with the nativity scene, you got sweet little baby Jesus sitting up in that manger. You got Joseph and Mary. You got the three wise men. You got the barn animals. Everybody's getting blessed, okay? Everybody's getting blessed around there. But if you pay attention, Catalonia has discovered a detail that the rest of us have missed, that's been left out of all the nativity scenes anywhere else in the world.
One of the wise men couldn't make it. Hey, brother, it was a long trip.
Well, let's just say it like this. As the rest of these people and animals were ushering God's gift to the world, there was a little farmer tucked away in the mountains behind the manger who was ushering in his gift to the world. And that was a man standing hillside, hunched over, taking a poo. I just realized we said shit 30 times and I still edited myself right there.
You did. Hey, I don't be knowing love the kids, but it's adult time now.
Yeah.
So they're saying that. Where did they see? Like how did they know? Like, was he a part of the nativity scene? Was he supposed to be there? How do they know that he was back there?
That's a great question. So the real interesting thing is there's no pure origin of this the Kaganar or Kagane. He just kind of showed up. He just kind of showed up around the 18th century. And the rumors of its origin range from a time-traveling prankster all the way up to artists of that time wanted to memorialize details of other happenings at the moment of Jesus' birth. So I don't know if it was normal to just be out in the fields taking shits to help fertilize the land, or if you already know when you gotta go. But somebody said there was a man taking a poop at the moment Jesus was born.
Could you imagine that being that man and he just nature called? And I mean, it's hard. I mean, you just gonna stop. I mean, I know that was a big, one of the biggest moments of the world, but you gotta go. And now look at this man being like humiliated for all these years, and he just back there squatting, just trying to relieve himself. You know that pain.
Yo, low key, there was what three wise men or three kings, right? That brought baby Jesus gifts.
Yeah. What about?
It was probably four.
It was supposed to be four of them. Damn it, Daniel, we told you not to eat that mess on the way over here. We told you it was gonna hurt your belly.
Daniel got a bag bundle of hummus or something, bro. He knew better.
He knew better. You lactose intolerant.
All right, but yeah, so that's literally what it is now, and it's kind of taken on a nature of its own around Christmas time. Where you have nativity scenes all over Catalonia, just the normal set, the wooden manger, all the other characters depicted, and then you got the man taking a poo, sometimes inside, sometimes outside, but Buddy's popular, man. It's become a whole subculture over there. So let me do this justice and paint the picture, right? For those of you who haven't Googled it yet, and I'm butchering it, so let me spell it for you. Kaganer or Kagane is Caganer. All right, and to tell you what this thing looks like, just imagine a garden gnome or a cute little Keebler elf literally taking a squat, pants by his ankles, rosy butt cheeks exposed, and the most detailed, perfectly made warm chocolate frosting swirl. Almost looks like the emoji itself.
You did not have to bring them Keebler elves in this.
You better enjoy them chocolate chips.
Oh man!
All right, but to answer one of your previous questions, kind of where did it come from? According to Kagane.com, initially the intention was to illustrate the traditional elements that were a part of this moment: shepherds, angels, the three wise kings, poetry, a herd boy, a river. I ain't never seen a nativity scene with a river. That's a fancy one.
That ain't no river.
And then a hillside farmer who just couldn't hold it no more. He wanted to, as we sing "Joy to the World," he was singing "I'm Dropping Pearls." That's what was happening back there.
Nibbles and swirls.
Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. So, all jokes aside, fertilizer is still a widely used crop instigator, right? So as God was bringing his miracles of life into the world, these hillside farmers were kind of doing their part as well. So if it was captured in the 18th century and something that one might call lewd or just hard to look at, it's such a beautiful moment of a miracle, right? And then we're also in Catalonia, which is still one of the more traditional places in its practice of Catholicism. Why would something so dirty as this still be popular is the question that I have. What would be your guess on that if you had one?
I mean, Jesus came, for every man. And they're just trying to say you can be this man taking a dump behind the scenes, and we still care about you, brother.
Yo, I wish I would have taken the time to try to remember. Does it mention what the three kings brought Jesus? I can't remember, and I don't remember any nursery rhymes about that.
I can't say that. I definitely don't remember.
Well,
I definitely don't.
I'm pretty sure none of the gifts were as shitty as Daniel's.
Yeah, it wasn't no toilet paper.
Daniel coming in late, and this is the gift he brought. Wow, Daniel.
Coming to the scene with a toilet paper coming from his shoe. Dragging toilet paper.
Oh, man. That is so disturbing. But all I can find as far as why it's as popular as it is, and it continues to grow in popularity, outside of it being just lewd, and, you know, we love lewd things. Mm-hmm. The folklore is that if you display the Kagane, you will be blessed, or you will be given good fortune for the upcoming year. If you do not,
that you'll stay regular for the next year.
That's it. You will not need no Activia. You won't need no X-Lax. You
in there.
You gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay,
your colon's gonna be spiffy. But if you fail to display the little pooper, you will pretty much have a very shitty year. Huh? See what I did there? Over the years, the Kagane's popularity has grown to other parts of Spain and bled into Italy as well. These little Kagane figurines now come in a wide variety. There's some depicted in wheelchairs, some sporting local flags, farmer attire, traditional attire of the Catalan people. I hope I said that right. And then some of them have gotten so popular that they are now dressed and decorated to look like, or to depict American politicians. As we all know, we've had some very shitty political leaders in the last year, so that's only right. Or not the last year, but in the last couple of runs. That one was not on purpose, but
oh man. That's crazy though. I mean, to think that something like this just morphed into what it is. You know what's crazy? Like this week, I think I was on Facebook, and you know the little elf on the shelf, little dolls that kids do with their children. Well, I seen another version of it, and it was called Snoop on the Stoop.
I saw that.
You seen that?
I
want one of those.
I bet you do.
But just think about, if you know history goes on, it's hundreds and years past, and that's what they find, and they find the story of Snoop on the Stoop, and they think that's the traditional children's game with Christmas and stuff, and now they got Snoop on the Stoop sitting on, sitting somewhere.
Yeah, Snoop on the Stoop mixed in with the Kagane, that would be hilarious.
Hey, that'd be something.
Somebody probably gets right that way too. Ugh, that's just inhaling your own fragrance. I'm good on that. All right, bringing it back.
All right.
I got all righted. Hey, y'all, we're 1 year old. It is morphing here, guys. Flipping it on its head. But yeah, overall, this thing has just really grown in popularity, and there's a bunch of websites that sell them. You can literally go to Kagane.com, and you can find some. The political ones are very funny to me. There's some Trump ones. There's some Obama ones. Everybody gets it when it comes to this tradition.
Everybody gets the shit.
Everybody's got the shit from top to top.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I kind of look at it as America's obsession with like nutcrackers or garden gnomes at this point. It's just something you see around that time of the year, and it's just a symbol that Christmas is on its way, and it's bringing a lot of big old gifts that is going to drop off in the chimney. Okay.
Oh man.
So yeah, moving on. We're gonna go ahead and still stay in Catalonia, because not only do they have that, they also have another pretty shitty Christmas tradition that I'm finding fascinating. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, Reese. This one I think is adorable. I just think it's really cute. I'll say, as a kid, we would have loved to play in this shit. Just covered in it. All right. The tradition that I'm speaking of is called Tio de Nadal. And I feel like I may have said that wrong. Tio de Nadal? Maybe that's a little closer.
He plays tennis, don't he?
Okay. All right. So I'm pretty sure it might, because in the Google translation is Christmas uncle. So somebody's Christmas uncle be out there maybe playing a little tennis.
A little drunk uncle.
And the Catalan translation means Christmas log. Uncle, log, depending on who your uncle is, that might be kind of the same thing. But yeah, that's what it translates to. So yeah, again, this is another Christmas tradition centered around defecation. And here we go. We ready, Reese? Guys, we hope you haven't left yet. Hope you're enjoying your extra thick hot chocolate as we go into this one. But here we go.
They make the shit up.
That's it. You know, you gotta be some tough shit to get through this episode with us. You gotta be made of some tough shit. All right. The Tio de Nadal tradition begins on December 8th, which is also Immaculate Conception Day, and that is a day that celebrates the sinless lifespan and contraception of the Virgin Mary. Excuse me. On this day, families will present their children with the Tia de Nadal. I'm getting lazy tongued here. So just imagine this. It is essentially a hollowed out log about 12 inches long. It has 2 to 4 legs made of wood that help it stand. It also has a cute little smiley face painted on the front side of the log with the 3D nose that kind of expands out. I've seen some where the nose acts as the handle. But yeah, it's just a cute little log puppy. That's what it kind of looks like. And to add on to the cuteness, they literally stick a cute little red sock hat right on top of it. The thing is adorable, Reese. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like if Pinocchio was mixed in with the Pomeranian. I don't know. It's just a cute little wooden doggy looking thing. Now, although it's pretty common to go out to the markets and buy your Christmas log, some people still go old school. They gather the children and grandchildren, they swaddle them up in all these like protective little cozy garments, and they go out into the woods and they look around until they spot the little log wearing the Christmas hat, and they know the good stuff is coming. Now, what do we do after we rescue this little Christmas log from outside in the cold, wet winters of Catalonia? The kids treat it well. They bring it in, they park it by the fireplace, they put the little hat on it, they cover it up in a blanket, they want to make sure it's so warm, and then they feed it, Reese. They stuff it with food ranging from leftovers from the meals that they want, all the way up to some of the fruit and sweets that we like, and then some people go as fancy as to feed it candy. And do you know why, brother? Do you have a wild guess why?
No.
Because the hope is the more food you feed it, the bigger its shit gifts are going to be by the end of the Christmas season. They literally feed this Christmas log because they want it to poop out gifts that they then get to open up and enjoy as a family by the end of the Christmas season. Were you expecting that?
No. Why does it have to be that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Mexican culture, they got piñatas. They don't say it shits the candy out. They just hit it with the bat. Why you got to take it there?
Well, you know what? I was going to say they're a little more gentle with their figures that kick out sweets for everybody. They don't beat it, is what I want to say, but that's not true. Not only do they beat it, they literally beat the shit out of it. All right,
all right.
So here's how the tradition goes, right? So like we said, December 8th, they bring the log in. They start to feed it every night. And then, they start to feed it every night. And then what ends up happening is they stuff it, they feed it every night. The kids go away, they go to bed. And the next morning when they wake up, all the residue of a good little happy meal is still left behind. Not that residue, but the other residue. We're talking about the orange peels, crumbs from the cookies, candy wrappers, whatever you fed it. And the kids get excited because the Uncle Log, the Christmas Uncle Log, enjoyed the food. And it's like, okay, we're going to feed it again. Now we fast forward until December 24th, December 25th. In some family traditions, what happens is the kids come out, and they see that the log is full, so they move it closer to the fire. Mom and dad, or whoever the parental guardian is, then shuns the kids away to a room. While the kids are in the room, they're supposed to pray to God that Uncle Tio, or Tio Log, Christmas Log, brings them good fortune and great gifts. Then mom and dad call the kids back out, hand them sticks, and that's when they literally beat the shit out the log. They beat the log, and they sing a song while they beat this log. The song is roughly translated to basically say, "Shit log."
There's no way.
Wait, no way. I kid you not. It goes, "Shit log, shit torons, made from almonds and pine nuts. Don't shit herons because they're too salty. Shit torons, shit well, or we will beat you with our sticks." That is a rough...
I'm done.
Now, obviously, the song is sung in a cute Christmas Showtime-y type, I don't know the word, nursery rhyme. But that's what it roughly translates to. Also, this log goes by the name of Kagatio as well, which means Uncle Shit, which is what is sung in this Christmas song. So just imagine you guys move to Catalonia and your kids are still hella young and they're going to kindergarten, and that is what their experiences during Christmas is. They teach them this Christmas tradition and also teach them how to sing "I'ma beat you, Uncle Shit, I'ma beat you," basically.
Hey, this came from a kid was in the bed waiting for Christmas morning, and your drunk uncle came over, and your dad went out there and whooped his ass, and they thought it was a and they had the parents had to cover it up, so they made it a Christmas tradition. There ain't no way this is real, man. There is no way,
man.
That's like leaving Santa Claus milk and cookies, and you're excited because he left a dump in your toilet. Like that's what made your Christmas. We left you something, leave us something.
Oh
Santa.
My gosh, that is so funny. But yeah, speaking of Santa Claus and other like Christmas traditions, yeah, it's kind of I kind of look at it specifically as the stocking stuffer tradition that we do in America, because this log doesn't poop out your big gifts; it poops out a lot of the smaller gifts. Oh, let me tell you how they discover what it's pooped out. Or what happens is the kids, after they sing the song and they beat the shit out of it, mom and dad then tell them to reach under the log and pull out gifts. And they pull out all these different type of gifts. Or some customs, they just pull the blanket back that was covering up Uncle, Kagatio's butt. And then they see all the gifts. They clear it. They take all the gifts away. And then they tell the kids to go back, do another prayer. They come back out and they repeat the process until Uncle Tio's colons, Kagatio's colons are completely cleansed. And the way you know that is, the last time you pull back the blanket, there isn't a poop, okay? But there's a dried fish there. Sometimes it's an onion. Sometimes it's a bucket full of water to symbolize that he urinated and he's completely out. But
man, I'm over.
But here's the beautiful part. This is what gets really pretty, and it's all beautiful. Once all the gifts are emptied, you bring all the gifts back together, and y'all enjoy them as a family, because the uncle doesn't do individual gifts. He brings gifts for everyone. And gifts range from little small Dollar Tree toys that we all kind of like for 3 seconds, all the way up to gift cards, or even the coveted Catalonian, if I said that right, treat known as Toron. And Toron is, you've probably seen it before. It's that log-looking Christmas treat that it's basically, I don't like the way you're grinning right now. I really don't.
I'm listening to you, brother. Go ahead.
But essentially it is a honey, sugar, kind of log rolled up with all types of nuts, and some places it's made to look like a flat sheet of like white chalked sweets, and then some places actually form it into logs, and it looks like a log of sweets that you kind of slice off and give to people, and people love it. I've seen it all over the place. We have a lot of Mediterranean stores out here, and I've never thought to buy one, but I think I'm gonna buy one this year. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna send you some, and that might be something we can enjoy that shit together. You feel me? So, come on, Reese. Don't leave me out there by myself with all that shit. We gotta figure this one out. So yeah, what happens to our good little friend Cagatillo once this is all said and done? Well, back in the olden days, after beating the shit out of him and taking all his gifts, they would then throw Cagatillo into the fire, burn him to ashes, and then spread him all over the crops, hoping that his ashes would bring good fortune to the future harvest. But more or less what happens nowadays is that they throw him in a closet and they make room for the real Christmas, which involves 3 kings showing up with the big gifts that we all love during Christmas time. And due to the American influence of our version of Christmas, sometimes the 3 kings are accompanied by what we know as Santa Claus, and then the big gifts roll out, and that normally happens around January 6th of each year. But yeah, those are 2 of the shittiest Christmas traditions that I've come across, and I love them both. If you had to do one, if you had to incorporate one, Reese, which one would you do? Number 1 or number 2? Huh? See what I did there?
Oh man, I'm probably doing number 1. I feel like as a parent on Christmas morning and all that stuff, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's true though. That's a lot of work, especially if you got really small kids.
Yeah, and then you gotta go find a hollow log. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess it's hollow, right?
Yeah, it's hollowed out for sure.
Yeah, hollow. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do all that. That's just too much.
Yeah, and then cleaning up the log. If you really think about it, like we're feeding that thing the same treat every night, and I might feed it some plastic food. I'm not gonna put real food in there. Have to clean it out. Yeah,
right. Hey, we ain't feeding nobody in here. It don't work.
You got.
Hey, hey, I ain't feeding you to sit here taking deuces on my shit.
Ain't nothing free around here, baby.
Nah.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, but all jokes aside, think about you as a little kid, right? Yo, Cagatillo would be very fun as a little kid.
I guess so. Of course, kids. I do too, but laugh at farts and poop and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the catchy song that allows you to cuss. You get to really get sticks and beat on something, right? And then you get treats and gifts at the end of it. That's cussing, fighting, and sweets. That is a kid's best dream.
Yeah, you're right. I just feel like that could be some therapy sessions later on in life. Too. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Well, all I got to say is all this shit makes me happy. I think I'm gonna incorporate some. I don't know. I got a godson. My kids are too old. I'll get into that in the bonus content. We tried to do Christmas tradition this year. Them teenagers was like, bruh.
Shut it all the way down. Just have the gifts. We don't. Hey.
Them teens and young adults was like, yo, this shit ain't for us. You can go. You can miss me with all this. Right.
I ain't signing for this shit.
Not at all. All right, but with that being said, that brings us to the conclusion of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming in here and getting into the shits with us. This was a lot of fun. I had fun. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, this shit was fun.
This shit was fun. But yeah, if you want to interact with us, let us know if you've enjoyed this episode. It's very simple. You find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can find us. Just leave us a little comment, a little compliment. And if you are following us and downloading us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, make sure you hit that 5-star review and leave us a little comment. We are going to be reading all of those in our next episode to celebrate our 1-year anniversary, and there are some good ones in there.
Can I put a little challenge to our listeners?
Please do.
Do you mind if I do that? If any of our listeners can go through this episode and count how many times we said shit, I will send y'all a gift card. I promise you.
I will match that when we will double that amount.
I will double. Hey, let's double. If you can tell us how many times we said shit this episode, because we gave y'all the warning.
We gave you the warning. It was there.
Hey, I will definitely send you a gift card.
You going
somewhere? I don't know.
Like you said. So as you mentioned, them jungles, you're going to get them a gift card from said jungle. The Amazons. Oh, that was a bad joke. I think that was me. Oh gosh. Awkward.
I don't be knowing Amazons. That was the episode though.
There you have it. That was. And you know what? He'll give you a gift card. I will contribute to the gift card. We'll match it, but I'll also give you one of the items off that I don't be knowing the Amazons episode. I will order one of those items and send it to you.
That'd be some good shit right there.
He said it again for those that are counting. All right, just to be clear, it has to be the word shit, right? It has to be any form of SHIT plus, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that includes shit, shitty, shitified, shitstorm, hella shits. Nah, I don't say hella shits. I don't know if that counts.
No, because you're only saying hella.
Okay, all right, so it's got to start with the S word and end.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. All right, cool. Well, we got to go back and listen to so we can count it. But anyway.
Well, I don't think nobody's even going to do it, so I ain't going back and count nothing. Prove me wrong.
Prove them wrong, please. Okay, on that note, let's go ahead and get up out of here for today. I got to make sure we plug our social medias. Again, Reese already said it, but you know where to find us. But where can they find you, Reese?
Man, they can find me at Smoking Hills on IG. Yeah, man. Support us, man. Hey, speaking of Christmas, I have some merch for sale. If you'd like to get a Christmas gift for somebody, hey, holla at me.
We want them plates, though. My nephew is waiting. He's
sick of my shit, ain't he?
He's sick of your shit. He is not playing. My mom's is waiting. We want them plates, bro. That's what we want.
Hey, man, I'm trying. I promise you I'm trying, y'all.
All right, so you can follow Reese at Smoking Hills, and that is Smoking SMOKIN Hills.
Yes.
And then for myself, you can follow my second page, which is Troxby Writing at TROXBE Writing. That is my personal page where I do a lot of my own content and do get into the thick of being a screenwriter. So please show up. Got some fun content coming out that way as well. Sources for this episode were Vox.com, VOX, Kagane.com, Extra Credits channel on YouTube, and Great Big Story on YouTube as well. And also, again, make sure you stick around and tune in for our next episode. That would be episode 24, RIP Kobe. That might be one of our greatest episodes, just as Kobe might be one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball. And we're doing something very, very unique for the episode. So make sure you show up and give us a like and download it and share it with a friend. In the meantime, I've been Trox.
I've been your boy.
And outside of wishing you all a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas, let's be friends, people.
Let's be friends. Shit.
That was last one. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Follow the I Don't Be Knowing podcast on all podcasts and social media platforms by searching #I Don't Be Knowing.